What if I told you that some of the world's strangest creatures didn't evolve naturally, but were actually created in a lab? Yeah, I know it sounds like something out of a bad sci-fi movie, but with the insane advancements in genetic engineering, cloning, and bioexperimentation, it's not that crazy to think that some of the weirdest beings on this planet might be man-made. Governments, private organizations, and even rogue scientists have been messing with DNA for decades. And when you start connecting the dots, some of these unknown creatures look a little too engineered. Today we're diving into 5 of the most bizarre, possibly lab-created creatures that have ever been reported. Some of these will make you question reality. Right, so back in 2008, this thing washes up on the shore of Montauk, New York. It's hairless, has weird beady eyes and a beak-like mouth, but with sharp teeth. People freak out. Some say it's a raccoon that's been bloated and decayed. Others, they start looking at the nearby Plum Island Animal Disease Center, a government research facility just miles away from where this creature was found. Now, if you don't know about Plum Island, it's basically a super secret government lab where they study animal diseases and, allegedly, mess with biological weapons. Conspiracy theorists have been saying for years that this place is involved in genetic experiments gone wrong. So when this bizarre, unidentifiable creature washes up right next to this classified research facility, people started asking questions. Was it some kind of hybrid, a mutated test subject, or worse, something that escaped? Even weirder, authorities quickly removed the body and basically shut down any further discussion about it. Coincidence or cover-up? Next one is straight up disturbing. Back in 2017, scientists in China successfully created the world's first human-pig hybrids. Literally embryos that contained human cells inside pig DNA. And here's the thing, this wasn't even a secret. The whole goal was to eventually grow human organs inside pigs for transplants, but let's be real, if this is the stuff they're admitting to, what are they not telling us? Fast forward to 2018, a farmer in China claims one of these pigs gave birth to a creature that looked eerily human. It had a flat face, a small nose, and human-like skin. The photos? Straight nightmare fuel. The official explanation? A genetic deformity. But come on, what are the odds that a pig just so happens to give birth to something that resembles a human right after scientists in the same country were openly experimenting with human-pig hybrids? Some believe the pig may have been part of an illegal human-animal hybrid experiment gone wrong. Others think this is just the tip of the iceberg, and that secret lab-grown hybrids might already exist. What do you think? This one's a little older, but still weird as hell. In 1973, people in Enfield, Illinois reported seeing a 3-legged creature with glowing red eyes, sharp claws, and a grotesque, deformed body. One guy even claimed it attacked his house, scratching at the door and breaking through a window before disappearing. Over the next few weeks, multiple witnesses described the same thing, a bizarre, misshapen monster that moved unnaturally fast and didn't resemble any known animal. Some say it was an alien, others say it was a cryptid. But there's another theory, that it was an escaped genetic experiment gone wrong. At the time, nearby research facilities were experimenting with mutagenic compounds, chemicals designed to alter DNA. Could this creature have been a lab animal that got exposed to something it wasn't supposed to be? Even creepier, the creature was never caught. It just vanished, which leads some people to believe the government might have cleaned up their mess. Have you ever seen giant, hairless dogs with human-like eyes? They pop up all over Russia, and nobody knows what they are. Some people call them strangest dogs, named after Romanian vampire legends, because their eyes look disturbingly human and they have an unnatural intelligence. A few years back, people started connecting these sightings to Soviet-era genetic experiments. Back in the 1950s and 60s, Soviet scientists were obsessed with creating super animals. They tried crossbreeding species, messing with DNA, and even injecting animals with human cells. Their goal? To create genetically superior creatures for war. There are some rumors that in some remote Russian labs they actually succeeded, but the projects were shut down and many of the test subjects were released into the wild instead of being destroyed. Now you have these massive, eerily intelligent canines showing up all over Russia, completely unlike any known species. Some of them are even rumored to understand human speech. Is this just an undiscovered breed of dog, or something much more unnatural? These things are straight up unsettling. If you haven't seen the footage, look up the Fresno nightcrawlers. These tall, thin, almost stick figure-like creatures that walk in an unnatural way. The first sighting happened in Fresno, California, when a man caught them on a security camera. Then, a few years later, someone else in Yosemite captured footage of 2 more in these weird, walking entities. Now, most people think of them as cryptids, like Bigfoot or the Mothman, but some researchers believe there's something even creepier: artificial life forms. Think about it, they don't have normal body structures, they move almost robotically, and they don't have any identifiable features like eyes, a mouth, or even arms. Some theories suggest they could be biomechanical experiments, possibly a failed DARPA project or an attempt at synthetic life. DARPA, the US military's secretive research agency, has worked on biomechanical robots, exoskeletons, and artificial muscles for decades. If they were testing walking AI-based life forms, wouldn't they look something like this? Even crazier, there have been no known hoaxes or explanations for the nightcrawlers. They remain a complete mystery. Look, I'm not saying every weird creature out there was made in a lab, but at the same time, we'd be naive to think governments and private organizations aren't creating things behind closed doors. Cloning? Already possible. Hybrid animals? They exist. Secret government projects? That's not even a question. The real question is, how many of these experiments have already escaped? And how many more are out there that we haven't seen yet? Because if this is just what's made it into the public eye, imagine what's still hidden, y'all. As always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay weird.